football heads into the final week with both playoff positioning and postseason spots still up for grabs. Welcome to Sportswire. I'm Will Catterley. Two of those teams with playoff aspirations are Freeman and Godwin. This West End rivalry had plenty on the line. Sure, Freeman was already in the postseason, but they were looking for payback after Godwin beat them just 1 year ago. Meanwhile, the Eagles' backs were, like last year, against the wall. A win would go a long way in keeping their hopes alive. Add in some heavy rain, and we've got ourselves a pretty crazy game. Senior night at Mills Godwin, albeit a wet one. The fans don't care. They come dressed to impress in spite of a torrential downpour. Let's get things going. Well, Godwin gets things going on offense. When they do, it's because of this guy. Spencer Rife at quarterback, first quarter. Nice run. Freeman's defense would hold, but it would set it up for this. Chris Stevens Ondua Ntolo, the kicker. Anyone who can make a field goal, let alone an extra point, on a night like tonight, on this night that is, pretty impressive. 3-0 Godwin, so it turns into points on their possession. Godwin's defense does a lot of this. Freeman drops a rock in. Number 52, rumbling, bumbling, stumbling, Finley, touchdown Godwin. He takes it to the house. And the Eagles have landed at home. Looking to repeat last year's performance. They're up 9-0 with 6:06 to go in the first. The rain's really coming down. It's fourth down. This would be key for Freeman. Rebels going to come back. Fourth and short, give it to Patrick Taylor. He picks up the first down. It would lead to this. Same drive, second quarter. Going to the air now. Fires, finds his receiver. Touchdown, Freeman. Number 10, Jack Troutman. And now it's a 9-7 game. This would be a seesaw affair all night long. Still in the second. Godwin trying to pitch the football. Freeman this time gets a turnover. Number 45, Ernie Campbell with the fumble recovery. It would lead to this. The short touchdown plunge. Thomas Laughlin calls his own number at the quarterback position. Freeman back on top. Look at that rain. I mean, it was a serious nor'easter, folks. 13-9. Freeman, once down 2 scores, now up. Later, Godwin getting it going with the run game. That was a way to go on a night like tonight. Bryce Safarwich with a first down. Godwin, this time, keeping it on the option keeper. It's a quarterback, Spencer Rife. He finds Pater. Godwin back on top as the Eagles would have a 16-13 lead. Still second quarter now. This time Godwin goes to the air. They have the football once again. Firing, connecting with Will Ballard inside the Freeman 20-yard line. And that drive would culminate with this. Eagles with a big run up the middle. Touchdown, Godwin. Bryce Safarwich finds Pater. And the Eagles' offense, which has not been firing on all cylinders much of the year, well, now they got 23 up on the board, up 10 in the third. Godwin with the ball, again with a chance to extend the lead. Doink. Quarterback wasn't ready. Freeman defense was. Rebel football, yes, they do get the recovery. And then Freeman would get things going, get the ball to your playmakers. That would be Patrick Taylor on the screen pass. On a night like on this night, on a rainy night, it's harder for the defense to make tackles than it is for the offense to make cuts. Taylor makes them pay. He does that on a bright sunny day, let alone a cold rainy night. Touchdown Freeman, just down 3 now in the fourth. As we go to the fourth and final stanza, Godwin a chance to add on to their lead. But this field goal, not gonna work. Rebel's gonna pick up a football. Can he take it to the house? Well, no, but number 45 does a nice job. Ernie Campbell, again, you hear his name. He did a lot of work on that defensive front for Douglas Freeman. Could the Rebels come back? The pass. Overthrown. And it would be incomplete, so last chance, 1:22 to go. 4th and 15. Rebels need a hope and a prayer. There's the hope. The prayer is not answered. Liam Simpson cannot come up with it. Godwin holds off. Freeman, second year in a row, they get it done. 23-20, your final. Meanwhile, deep runs stood the most to gain if if they could get a win on the road at Glen Allen. But in 2018, that's easier said than done. The Jaguars are off to their best season in school history and had a chance to notch their 7th win of the year and improve their seeding as the playoffs come calling. Jaguars looking to get another victory. Their best year in school history. Deep run has been a bugaboo for them. They haven't been able to get over the hump and beat the Wildcats first drive. Donovan Riddick looking to change that narrative. Big time run for Riddick, and this weather actually worked out in Glen Allen's favor. They love doing the read option. As seen here, give it to the big man, Devin Flowers. He loves running in the rain. Look at him go. All the way inside the deep run 20. This is the first drive of the game, by the way. And then culminated with this. Flowers, Pater, touchdown, Jags. They had an early 6-0 lead. Extra point, no good. Glen Allen, after a bad punt by deep run, what do? Hand it off to Flowers. We're not out of the first quarter. And Devin Flowers already with 2 touchdowns rushing on the board. It would be 13-0 Glen Allen. Want more Flowers? You got him. Same score. Second quarter. Driving inside deep run territory. That's good for a first down. It would lead to this. This time, Riddick keeps it. It's the 10-2 offense. Riddick and Flowers show. That's a first down. And then Riddick going to go ahead and call his own number one more time. Why not? It worked the first time and stretches the ball over the line. Into the end zone, touchdown. This is a rout, right? Well, it's 21-0. Deep run, though, finally got things going, and they did it with Matthew Johnson. Run right there, good for a first. Same drive, gonna go through the air. Wobble, wobble, good pass and catch, however. Receiver comes down with it. It's number 14, Cooper Hamby. Would lead to this, same drive. Bo Kite, one who threw that pass. Quarterback keeper, he finds Pater, and he says, Riddick, you can score touchdowns running. I can too. Touchdown deep run. Okay, it's interesting now. 21-7. Still in the second quarter. Here comes Matthew Johnson. And Johnson inside the 35, sliding down almost to the 30 at Glen Allen. Later, more from Matthew Johnson. And when he gets going, slip and slide. Remember that, kids? You guys ever having a slip and slide out in the summer? Well, that's what Johnson did there. Doesn't get the touchdown, but he does lead to this. Second rushing touchdown of the night for Bo Kite. So what was once a 21-0 lead for Glen Allen, now just 21-14. Plenty of time to go. Let's go third quarter, though. Devin Flowers going to show off his arm. Donovan Riddick showing off his arm. He's going to hit Mr. Chris the Butler did it. Big gain and a first down. Butler was key to this offense when it came to the receiving part of the O. And then Riddick capitalizes. 2 rushing touchdowns for Riddick, 2 for Devin Flowers. Glen Allen extends their lead to 2 touchdowns, and they were not done. 28-14 as we go to the fourth. This is going to show you just how wet this field was. Go to the fourth. The pass. Oh, my goodness. Not only does he not catch up with that ball, but Miles Ellis, just lands in a lake. Meanwhile, Glen Allen with the ball back. Look at the water splashing up. Pass cut to Mr. Butler. Again, I said he was huge when it came to receiving, and it allowed Glen Allen to continue to do this. Run the football well. Donovan Riddick, have yourself a game, sir. 3 touchdowns rushing for Riddick. Glen Allen wins it. 34-14, the final.
I think just putting kids in the right position, we kind of retooled the defense a little bit. We're very young defensively, but these kids are hungry, and they like to get after it, and that's great for us.
Well, while football approaches the postseason, field hockey playoffs are already well underway. Deep Run and Freeman look to survive and advance, with the trip to states hanging in the balance. That's straight ahead. But as we go to break, first you see them on the field and on the court. But when it comes to cheerleading, 4 Henrico teams did their best to bring it on in the regional cheerleading competition. First up, Highland Springs and Mills Godwin.
So, same time next week?
Well, of course. Put away a few bucks, feel like $1 million. For free tips to help you save, go to Feed the Pig.
Welcome back to Sportswire. Let's go up tempo. We start on the gridiron where Varina improved to 8-1 after a 35-0 win over Atlee. The Blue Devil defense held the Raiders to just 47 yards of offense and added 2 fumble returns for touchdowns in the victory. Volleyball regional playoffs got underway, and Glen Allen was on the winner's side in both the guys and girls brackets. Drew Klein tallied 11 kills in a 3-set sweep of Prince George, while the ladies were led by Kanaya Davis, who put up 18 kills and 18 digs in a 5-set win over Deep Run. The Godwin ladies remained unbeaten as they won their playoff opener over Freeman in straight sets. Carmen Wright was a star once again, amassing 37 assists to go with 5 kills and 3 aces. Top seeded Deep Run had no problems with Matoaka, also winning in straight sets. Cade Terrell had 20 assists while Jack Coral added 4 aces and 11 digs. Speaking of Deep Run and Godwin, it's literally a win and you're in, lose and stay home scenario on the gridiron when these two meet in the final regular season game. The winner gets that final seed in the upcoming playoffs and most likely a date with Highland Springs. To field hockey now, where Deep Run had a date with the regional semifinals taking on Lee Davis, already up 1-0. She shoots, she scores, blisters it by the D and the keeper. Allie Kelleher, the senior, puts it in the back of the net. Deep Run already up 2-0. This team is really good. There's a lot of reasons why. Lee Davis, very good to get to the semifinals. Winner of this one clinches a trip to states and gets to the regional final. But Deep Run's offense, so many weapons, so many ways to score. Keeper on the ground, makes the initial save. Wildcats stick with it. She shoots, she scores! Goal! Number 21 puts her stick on it. Hannah Paella, and Wildcats now up 3-0. Gonna make it 4 in just a few minutes. Check out the passing here. Wildcats. A lot of different options, firing it towards the net and then sticking with it is number 12. She shoots, she scores. Callie McGo, and she gives it a go, and it's the senior forward for the Wildcats. And now Deep Run up 4-0, and there's more where that came from. Some defense here by Lee Davis. Deep Run could have named their score in this one. That's how dominant they were. That one just goes wide. So it'd be 4-0 at the half. Second half, more Wildcats off the corner. They were just so precise. Off the stick. She couldn't do that again in a million years if she tried. At least I don't think so. Top play nominee. She shoots. She scores. It's Hannah Paella again. Her second in the evening. And Wildcat route was on. That would make it 5-0. And then check out the stick handling here. This is a thing of beauty. Watch number 25, Natalie Balunas. She's going to take control right here outside the 20, really around the 30, and watch. 1 defender, 2 defender, 3 defender, shoot! She shoots, she scores, 6-0 Deep Run. They would add 3 more on before the night was through, and the Wildcats with ease. Once again, folks, back in the state tournament. They'll go to the regional final. They get the win. 9-0 is your final. Question is, who would Deep Run face? Would it be the Atlee Raiders or the Freeman Rebels? Well, early first half, Freeman got things going on offense. Check it out. Almost goes in, but it goes off the keeper, no good. Rebels keeping the pressure on. Watch this shot into the box. She shoots, she scores! Somehow it finds the back of the net. And I believe it was Catherine Chugger who puts it in. Goal! Rebels Freeman, who came in as a low seed in this and had to get an upset just to get to the semifinals. Now have a 1-0 lead. Great job by their goalkeeper as well. She gets a save right there. Atlee, very good team. This would be an excellent field hockey game to watch, especially on this new field. She shoots, she scores! Atlee comes right back as number 36 puts the biscuit in the basket. And that is Taylor Bates, tied at 1. That would be your score at the half. Second half, let's switch sides. More Douglas Freeman putting the pressure on. Keeper comes out to knock that one away. Back and forth we go, do-si-do. Atlee responds, they would go on a flurry. This would be a game of ebbs and flows in terms of who had momentum. Atlee would regain it early in the second half. That shot saved again by Freeman. That one, she shoots, she scores! Goal! And Atlee, number 32, this time doing the honors, Reagan Cove, and it would be a 2-1 Atlee lead. They have a 1-goal advantage and looking for more. The pressure was on. Freeman's keeper, though, kept them in this match. Check it out. Gets a save right there. That goes in. It's 3-1, and it is a done ball game. Rebels need an equalizer badly. Can they get one? Off the corner. She shoots. She scores! And Freeman, down to their last waning minutes, find a way to tie it up. This gritty team getting it done. And it's tied at 2. Tucker again on the goal. We go to overtime. Golden goal. Whoever scores first wins. That almost worked because it got the keeper out of the net. But no. Now it's Atlee on a breakaway. She shoots. She scores. Oh, my. And Atlee, in walk-off style, gets the game clincher. They will move to states. What a gritty performance by Freeman. No reason to hang their heads in this. But Atlee moves on at face-deep run. 3-2 the final.
We head back to the gridiron when we return as the Springers look to remain unbeaten on senior night. And Henrico looks for another notch in the win column at Lee Davis. Highlights are straight ahead, but first, Freeman and Deep Run look for high marks in cheerleading regionals.
And congratulations to Deep Run. They win regionals and move on to states.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Welcome back to Sportswire. That is Christian White, one of several Highland Springs Springer seniors. I swear they stretched all the way out from 120 to the other 20-yard line, and out they come, their final home regular season game. They'll play on the field for those seniors. They'll have plenty of games to play, though, at home, probably in the playoffs if they continue to do well there. Early on, first quarter, Patrick Henry having problems. That punt is blocked. That leads to this. Speaking of seniors, Devontae Waller, holler, QB takes it himself in for the touchdown. Springers have the lead. The Springer defense, obviously very good. Tyler Dwaki, linebacker, getting the stop right there. Later, oh my goodness, aforementioned Christian White, quarterback of the defense. That linebacker is a heck of a player on the Springer D. He gets the tackle in the backfield, setting up for the offense. Why not run the football? Some guys that we don't always see, although you're used to this guy. Raekwon Smith, he's going to take it all the way in for the score. Touchdown Springers! Just like NFL 2K, they are already up big, 14-zip. Then Waller going to find another man, another senior. It's Malik Hughes. They're going to make sure Malik Hughes finds the end zone, finds Pater, get him a touchdown. Waller from the 1-yard line. Hughes, touchdown! Enjoy the moment, my man. You earned it. Springers score again. Malik Hughes with 6, and he goes up top with Ali Jennings. Defense also celebrating on this night. Number 51 getting in on that. It's Mr. Ware, Surad Ware. And then, hey, at the half, the 4x400 girls track team, yeah, you just saw a cameo of them. They're defending state champs in that event. A little precursor things to come, maybe. They try to defend their title when it comes to indoor-outdoor track. Meanwhile, speaking of track, Highland Springs has plenty of speedy players. You saw the pass to number 5, Javion Smalls. This one goes to Laquan Venny for the touchdown. And what a year quarterback is having. Devontae Waller, you know, kind of a quiet guy. Doesn't really get too high, doesn't get too low. All he does is score touchdowns and drive this offense. So does Amon Foster Powell. He finds Pater. Touchdown Highland Springs. Springer's still not done. Second quarter, little sweep action. All's Wells with Antoine Wells, I should say. And look out, coming in your living room, number 4 on defense. Yeah, I got you, big man. He finds the end zone as well. Springers spreading the rock and the love in this one. I'll even show you Mr. Alszewski, Jaden Alszewski's extra point, because he's been dynamite in special teams all year long. He deserves some spotlight there. 42-0, Highland Springs. About to be more. Wide receiver screen, they're good at that too. This time, Ali Jennings. He's going to take it to the house. All Springers take a bow. You have a perfect regular season, unless you get upset by Verina. But they go into that matchup 9-0. As they beat Patrick Henry 51-0, your final. Well, Henrico's only loss of the year was to Highland Springs, looking to keep it that way. And in a rainy 5 p.m. start at Lee Davis, already up 6-0, gonna make it more of this pass. Gonna work and get to Pater, number 8. Justin Good is all good. Later, second quarter, up huge, Raekwon Barksdale. Going to take it in 56 yards on a pass. Defense was getting all after it, too. They get the fumble recovery right there. Khalil Finger in on that play. That would lead to a score. And everything that Henrico did worked really well. Quarterback in this one did really well as well. The pass caught Hayden Vozar in there playing a lot of snaps. And then the handoff. This is going to work wonders. Mark Harvey, he finds Pater. It was all Henrico all evening. We'd show you every touchdown, but there were just so many of them. Here's a huge run again. Like I said, Henrico did everything that they wanted to do. It's Harvey again to the end zone. Touchdown runs of 7, touchdown run of 50 yards, one of 58. He had 3 rushing touchdowns on the night. Lee Davis finally going to get on the board as Lass connects with Mr. Payne from 10 yards out for the touchdown, but that was, way too little, way too late. 54-6. Go to the final stanza, and yeah, once again, here he is. I told you, Harvey, he is almost gone. That would lead to this, however, the inside handoff and the touchdown run for number 34. He gets into the end zone for the score. It was all Henrico all evening long. 61-6 is your final in a blowout. Warriors get the win. Verina, 35-0 victory. They get a shutout over Atlee. It's big-time power points for them. 54-32, John Marshall takes care of J.R. Tucker, and Manchester hangs 70 on Hermitage in their victory.
Remember, if you have questions or comments about the show, just send me an email to this address, sportswire@henrico.k12.va.us, and you can always follow us on Twitter. I can't wait to see ya next time on Sportswire.